Proven to increase your chances of getting pregnant by 89%. Hey guys, today I just want to talk to you guys about the Clearblue Advanced Fertility Monitor that I tried out a couple cycles ago. For those that don't know, that I am no longer trying to conceive using my own eggs. I do have donor embryos, so I am not using this anymore, but I did get it for trying on my own, and I did use it to test my ovulation. I have never had ovulation problems before. I've always been able to detect my surge using just normal OPKs, but I wanted to try this out because it just seemed like it was really cool. So this is not like, I'm not going to actually show you like all the features and stuff. I'm going to have another video for that. So for the like setup and the features, the card thing will pop up where you can go check that out. It's back in its box right now. But yeah, so for that, go check out that video. I did that when I was first setting it up and first trying it out. But since then, I'm no longer using it. So I just want to do a review for you guys and talk a little bit about it. So it is kind of expensive. I bought mine on eBay for a lot cheaper than I found anywhere else online. I live in Canada, so our stuff tends to be more expensive to begin with. So I bought off eBay from the States, but it was not as expensive as some other things. Like I was comparing this and the OvaQ monitor, and I decided to go with this one because it just seemed to be more accurate for me, and it was cheaper. Even though the strips were like 50 bucks for 30 tests, this would be 3 months worth for me because I would only need around 10 tests. And so they're just like, I'm not going to open like an actual test for you, but they're just like a normal, if you've ever used like a normal digital OPK, where you have like those little test strip things and then you just put them in, let me see if I can show you, like this, and then you just put them in your digital OPK. That's what this is. It's like the same thing, but instead of putting it into your digital OPK, you're going to put it into the monitor. The monitor has like a little spot at the bottom, as you can see on the box there, and that's where you put it. I found that with this, it was really accurate. And some of the favorite things that I love about this one, first off, that I don't have to test my entire cycle. It has me start testing, I want to say cycle day 6 is what it had me testing. When you set it up, it asks you a bunch of questions about your cycles and whatnot. But yeah, so I feel like it had me starting testing around cycle day 6 or cycle day 4. I don't know. Can't remember exactly, but it had me testing for 10 days or until you hit your surge. And it tells you low, medium, and peak, or low, high, and peak. And it's, like I said, really accurate. And it was nice to see like the low, because on an actual OPK, I'm going to do a review on some OPKs that I have and have tried out. But sometimes it's hard to tell on an OPK when you're starting your surge. They're not really that accurate for when you're starting your surge. They're more just accurate to tell you, okay, you're about to ovulate, like you're surging right now. Whereas this I really like because it tells you like you're low, like your low fertility when you're not anywhere near ovulation, and then you're high, like you're about to surge, and then your peak when you are surging. So it's detecting a hormone called LH, and it's nice to see like not just the low, and then okay, now you have your positive OPK. This is kind of like, it's easier to tell beforehand. And if you use it for enough cycles, it eventually apparently picks up more on your cycles and can more accurately detect or predict, I should say, predict when you're going to have your surge. But if you see there, it kind of has like, okay, there's your low days, and then there's like the lighter purple is like, okay, you're starting, and then you peak at the dark purple. So it's kind of cool to like track your cycles. It holds on to, I want to say 3 cycles. I only used it for 2 cycles, but I feel like it holds on to 3 cycles. But yeah, like when you use this, like it tells you when to test too. Like I had it set up to alarm me because there's like a window where it wants you to test, like your testing window. So I had it set up to alarm me to test. So it was great because it only alarms you on the days you have to test. So it was really easy because it wasn't like, oh, what cycle day am I? It knew because I just had to start a new cycle when my cycle started. So it was really easy to use, and if you want to just check it on any random day, like if you don't want to use the alarm system, you can just check it first thing in the morning. They want you to use first morning urine, which is different than a lot of other OPKs because like all the OPKs I've used in the past, they want you to check like midday. So I don't know if this is more accurate because it can detect the hormone in first morning urine or what, but it's nice because you just test once a day, every day during that window, and it will let you know when you open the machine. It'll say, today's not a test day, don't test today, or it's going to say today's a test day. But like I said, I use the alarm because that way I made sure that I was awake in that test window, and I tested, the alarm went off, I tested, the end. I think there were a couple days when like I was having to go to my fertility clinic, so I tested a lot earlier in that window than waiting for the alarm, but most of the time I just went, as soon as my alarm went off, I tested, the end, went back to bed. So yeah, it was really cool because I wasn't using it, I was not doing inseminations during the cycles that I've used them, but it was cool to see like the peak match up with my other OPKs that I was using too. But the other OPKs I used, I sometimes use, like as soon as I hit my high, I use them during the same time as this. So first morning urine, and then later in the day I also used my cheapies. And then, but when I was not during my high series portion, I just did my other OPKs just midday. I didn't bother doing them in the morning. It was only when I hit my high label on this that I then started using them in the morning and the afternoon, and my peak hit the same time, the same day as my positive OPKs. So I would probably, if I had to choose between doing the cheapy OPKs or just using this, I would totally just use this, because for me this was so much easier to use. There was no, like, I know a lot of people who test during the middle of the day that are at work, and you got to kind of like figure that out. When I was TTCing before, it was easy for me because I had lunch at home, so I would just come home and test, and then that would be it. But if you're at work, who wants to do an OPK at work? Like, really? Whereas this was really nice because you just do it first thing in the morning, and then it's done for the day. And like I said, it is kind of expensive, but for the accuracy, and I have spent a lot of money on OPKs, I would have rather have just got this right off the hop, and then I wouldn't have had to think. Especially because it keeps track of your cycles too. So that way, up to 6 cycles, sorry, I'm just saw on the back. So it keeps up to 6 cycles in here. It's just really much more accurate, I think. And I think you can also buy testing strips for pregnancy test strips too. I personally would not bother getting the pregnancy test strips for this because really, why would you pay that much? Because they're not cheap. I prefer just cheapy pregnancy tests because I test a lot. But for ovulation tests, I think these are great. And like I said, so after I paid for the machine, I had to buy these. These did not come with the machine at all. I don't know if in the States you can buy like a kit that will include these, but I got 30 tests for $50 Canadian. So for me, that would last 3 cycles. So less than 20 bucks a cycle to be able to TTC. Yes, it's definitely more than the cheapy OPKs, but much more accurate in my mind. And a lot easier to use because, like I said, you don't have to worry about testing like your midday testing. You just do it first thing in the morning and you're done. So yeah, so that's my review of the Clearblue Advanced Digital Monitor. I will link below where you can purchase this, probably on Amazon link. But if you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them down below. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Go check out the links in the card sidebar because I have an unboxing as well as a setup video. I'm not sure if they're all one video or if there's 2 separate videos. I haven't edited them yet. I just filmed when I was using this, which was like 3 months ago now. So yeah, I haven't edited them. So they will go up hopefully around the same time as this. But thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you guys later. Bye.